If we actually are, I guess I'll just keep hitting refresh on YouTube until I see that we actually exist.
I'm pretty sure we exist.
Yeah, but if no one's seeing us, do we really exist?
We exist. I can see it right now.
Unless we have a whole bunch of subscribers, do we exist?
Dude, we're in.
Okay, we're in. Cool.
Guaranteed or your money back.
All right. We are live. We're calling this Dee Runk and Bear Island Show you a solid 5. Take that however way you want to. We already have a comment. Comic Books NYC is here. He thinks we're handsome, so we're going to show that for sure. This is my first time, everybody, I guess, steering the ship.
Popping your cherry.
So my friend George here has assured me that he will not be polite if I'm screwing up, and he will make sure to let me know that I have, left a certain shot up for too long or whatever. Bottom line, guys, we're here to show off what we believe to be our favorite 5 comics in our collections, which is something everyone should do at some point. If you're on YouTube, don't hide those sweet ass books from us just because they're in a plastic box or a long box or something. Bring them out, show us. I feel like one of the things that is a little bit lacking is we see certain books from people and others are hidden away, and I want to know who everyone is as a collector. So here are some clues as to who myself and Dee Runk Comics are as collectors. We have not had any sort of organization here. This was a few Instagram messages back and forth of, hey, let's show off some books. It'll be cool on a Monday night. So thank you, Comic Books NYC, for being here. Do I have a whole bunch of extra StreamYard stuff up on the...
Yeah, dude, you were just like it's like splattered all over your face and the stream.
Oh, shoot.
Live with StreamYard live show powered by StreamYard. Boom.
How about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm like a pro at this now. All right. So thank you, Kavi, for letting me know that was going on. Which one of us is going to go first, George? It was your idea.
Yeah, I'll go first then. Shit. Hey, Rod the Rican, what's up, my man?
Sweet, Rod's here.
All right. So, number 5 in my top 5 books in my collection, we've got this one, Superman number 50.
I am so shocked to hear that. Let's put you full.
Ooh,
and see your cat and Superman.
Yes. So I think you were going to take a stab at why this is my number 1.
Because of, which it should be obvious to all, that Henry Cavill, some call him Cavill, I will not, I call him Cavill, is one of the most handsome human beings on Earth, and you are secure enough in your sexuality to embrace that. So just to recon, his comics has thrown a coconut at us.
Shit, not again.
Which I think is hilarious. I take that as an honor. That's a compliment as far as I'm concerned. Thank you for that, sir, kind sir. And the crowd goes wild, says Connie. All right.
No.
I would be happy if it was just these guys we're hanging out with tonight. This is great already.
Oh yeah. No.
All right. So you've got your Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Let's agree on a name.
It's Cavill.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see that up close. We've got. It's in gold, I believe that signature is.
I believe it's silver. But that's really not why I got this book. I mean, really, I'm just a huge fan of the Batman and Superman serial. And I had to get that when I'm just kidding.
I did not see that coming. But that's cool. I mean, we all have different reasons for collecting. Yours happens to be serial.
No, I am a huge Superman fan, and Henry Cavill, I thought, I don't think he always got the best scripts to work with, but he certainly portrayed Superman really well, in my opinion. And I kind of bought this out of like sorrow because he wasn't going to be playing Superman anymore. And yeah, I made an offer at this book, and I wasn't expecting them to accept, and I was like, oh shit, do I have that much money in my account? And I did, but yeah, so this is one I'm pretty excited to have.
All right, now tell us a little bit about the book itself.
Yeah, it's part of the New 52 run, right towards the end of that, the Superman New 52 storyline, which was not very good, but I thought it got good towards the end. This is where, Superman is actually, like, the New 52 Superman is dying at this point, and the pre-New 52 Superman is making an appearance, and it's a hell of a book and a hell of a story. And but yeah, I had like a raw copy, not the photo cover, somewhere, but yeah, this one was that's just a must-have when I found it.
It is beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful book. Okay, and you don't want to reveal how much you paid for that. It was right on the edge of what you could afford.
I guess I can. Let me, if I can find it. I got to go to eBay purchases. There's a ways back there.
This is awesome broadcasting, but I put you on the spot, so we're going to blame this one on me.
Yeah.
We have 5 live viewers, it looks like, right now. That's cool. Kavi agrees that Henry Cavill is a sexy man. I don't know how that could even be up for dispute.
Yeah, no.
Not exactly a hot take from Kavi, unless you count how hot Henry Cavill is. Mustache or not.
Yeah, dude, that mustache drama pissed me off. I'm telling you, man. Like, I paid $350 for that book.
Wow, worth it though, I'd say.
Yeah,
not a lot of Henry Cavill autographs floating around out there, folks.
Yeah, and that it was buy it now $400, and then or make an offer, and you're always mad when they accept your first offer, because then you kind of feel like shit. What if I would have went a little lower? Like, but $350 I felt was worth it. So
cool, awesome. So I will do one now. The first of my top 5. I did not order these in any particular order. I didn't rank them because you're supposed to love your top 5 children equally. That's what I'm told from people who have 5 children. So this is Saga number 1. I recently won this. I've showed this off before. I recently won this in I guess they're called waffles online, because you're not supposed to say the real word. Saga number 1 in a 9.8.
Enlarge yourself.
Oh, that's what she said. Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, there's a woman breastfeeding on this cover, which I'm hoping that comes up as a category in Friday night comic categories at some point. I hope it's in the finals and no one else has a pass left, and it comes up as the category, and I emerge victorious because of Saga number 1. It happens to be double signed by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Fun fact, I can't handle having a cool book like this and not know what's in it. So as soon as I got this, I immediately went out and bought the first trade paperback. And turns out this story is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely they got to make something out of this at some point. Great sci-fi stuff, kind of a Romeo and Juliet in the military type thing going on, but it's sort of narrated by the child you see being fed on this cover. So Saga number 1, I'm going to get this reholdered at Baltimore. I'm wondering if I know they have on-site grading. I wonder if that applies for reholdering as well. We are going to find out. So yeah, one of my top 5, Saga number 1, 9.8. So we have we have hit you with a couple comics right off the bat. Let's take a moment though to just sort of check in. George, how are you doing? How's your
I'm
week?
good. Dude, my week was good, you know? Can't complain.
Your entire last week was, you would say it's just an average good week for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I went to Pennsylvania about a week and a half ago for work, and that was kind of a long stretch, but you know, I'm back home now and gotten a couple days off. You know, I'm salaried, so you know, whenever I work extra hours and whatnot, they give me comp time, and so yeah, I got today off for a comp day, and I was off last Wednesday, and yeah, man, it's been good.
Sweet.
I got to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and make my own candy bar.
You really made your own candy bar?
Hell yeah, I made my own candy bar. Why would you ask me? I just said that I made my own candy bar. You know, like, do you think I just lie about some shit like that?
I'm so excited at the prospect of being able to do that
It's not as cool as you'd think. So it comes in this little shell, and you pick like dark milk or white chocolate. Then you can pick from like 5 toppings, and you can put up to 3 of them in there, and it drops them into the shell. And then no matter what flavor shell you got, it gets covered in milk chocolate. And then if you want, you can put sprinkles on it. And it was pretty good still. I did like a white chocolate with pretzels and Rice Crisp and Cookie Crunch.
That sounds pretty good, but kind of disappointing considering who you are. Maybe next time figure out a way to get something alcoholic in there, or I don't know, weed candy bar, something like that. Just it's a little bit tame for you.
Yeah, no, the options were very limited, and they were geared towards children.
Okay, so that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Sam A.M. Comics joining us, saying his hellos to everyone. He wanted to know.
That's my new BFF, by the way. So you'd be good to him.
Yeah, he sent me an amazing AOK. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that, but me and him have. He has awesome taste in comic books, and I like him because of that.
Okay, but I'm a better friend with him than you are. Like, we're closer.
I'll headbutt you in the teeth.
You just try it, sir. I'm a bear. Okay? I believe myself to be a bear. So that's great. I'm glad you're doing well, and you had a big trip to Pennsylvania.
You had a trip recently, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've just been hanging out around here. No, I went to England for my first time going overseas, if you don't count Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico is not overseas.
Well, there was a very large body of water crossed to get to Cancun, so I don't know. Whatever. It's not important, and we are probably angering our loyal friends here by not talking about comic books. Bottom line, I went to England. It was really cool. I'm sure I'll talk about it after a few more comics are presented. Shall I lead this time?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay, so Avengers number 57 made my top 5. I also recently showed this off in, I believe, an unboxing match. Was that the one that I enlisted the services of Kavi in? Anyway,
I believe so, yeah.
First appearance of the Vision. One of my favorite covers. I think this is one of the coolest covers ever made. He's just huge, and everyone at the bottom here is just like, oh my gosh, what do we do? This android guy, he's a wild card. We don't know what he's going to do. All these heroes are freaking out, and there's a cloud of smoke. Everything is cooler with smoke. Just ask anyone who's in a rock band. By the way, I saw the Pixies in England inside the old palace, and they had some smoke too, but they didn't need it because the venue was just that cool. So behold the Vision, folks. It's a 7.5. This is the first big book that I ever bought that I spent, I would say, more than $100 on. So
what'd you put down for that one?
I'm trying to remember. It was a Facebook Marketplace thing. Here, I'll show the book. I met some guy in a parking lot in Ann Arbor, Michigan. He was a U of M student. I want to say $275 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt a lot like a drug deal. It really
Oh
did.
yeah. Oh, dude. Whenever you meet somewhere in a parking lot, if money is exchanged, you're
Yeah,
you're
which is
either.
kind of appropriate because this is kind of our drug, you know.
Oh yeah.
These things can't get enough of these. So Avengers number 57, first appearance of the Vision. I am a huge fan of the Vision, which makes me kind of weird probably because most people are just like, oh, the Vision, he's just a minor character. But I've always found fascinating his struggle that he wants to be more human, and don't we all?
Yeah, dude, I loved him for he's not the first character that did this, but there's so many superheroes that are named, something man or something girl or something woman or Mr. blah blah blah. Like his name is just Vision. I love that so much. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
and how huge and broad is that? Like
Yeah,
you can interpret that so many ways.
yeah.
So way to go, Stan Lee, and I think John Buscema did the cover on that. But so yeah, all right, that's my second one. Let us see your
Yeah.
next here, buddy, or your number 4. It would be right because you ranked
Yeah.
yours. Okay.
I don't know if I ranked mine, but I got not my most valuable book, but X-Men number 4, first appearance of Omega Red in the 9.8 CGC.
I remember seeing you unbox that one.
I don't know if you did.
I thought I did. Oh
No,
no,
yeah,
that was Comic Man Andy. You got one signed by
yeah,
Kim Lee.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
his is
mine.
better than yours.
Yeah. Well, mine. This is a sentimental pick. This was a Christmas present for my mom
Oh,
last year. So, um, and as fate would have it, it's the last Christmas present that my mom gave me. Will be able to give me, and yeah, it's just one of my favorite books, and I wasn't expecting to get this. Like I was like, shit, like how did my mom know to get CGC? How did she know that 9.8 was good? Like she had to do some research, and maybe I think she was watching my channel a little bit, and yeah, just and I love the cover. I love X-Men. I love Omega Red. He's an awesome X-Men villain, and yeah, just overall pretty cool book.
so it's an A-OK from your own mother.
Yes.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
after a life full of A-OKs, that's one of the last ones she was able to give to you.
Yes. So, and it's got this really cool. I love the ads in the back, and this one's got the old Tiger handheld video game that must have just been awful to play.
There was only like 3 like animation different looks that each character would have.
Oh yeah,
a jumping one, a sitting or a standing one, and
yeah. Dude, I had a baseball game of that, a Tiger handheld baseball game, which was actually a lot of fun. But yeah, that's kind of shit that we used to have to deal with, back in the early '90s.
That's so cool. Which reminds me that we've also, the two of us have been discussing, if this goes well at all, and there's 7 people watching. That's not bad. We have something else that we're thinking of doing outside of comics, stuff that we were collecting before comics that might be fun to dig up our old stuff, sports cards and things like that. So, Sam I Am Comics says awesome story with that book, and NYC he agrees. He's a man who's not afraid of a good story. He says books with sentimental emotional value trump any grails or monetary value books. Coming from Kavi, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, it'd be there. You couldn't offer me a book to get that out of my possession, So, yeah, that's a good book for me.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so that was round 2.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say you won.
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, my mom hasn't given me any comic books.
I mean, and that, I'm sorry that I won against your first Vision, because that's a hell of a book. I wish my mom would have given me the first appearance of Vision. That would have that would have been a real nice Christmas present.
Do you like how I just turned this into a competition? Even though it's
Yes.
totally not. Biggie Shack will be proud of us.
Mm.
Hopefully he will be when he watches this on the rewind.
I threatened to headbutt you in the mouth earlier. That'll make him happy.
I kind of like that though because of how specific it was.
Yeah.
I appreciate a good threat as long as it's, as long as it's specific. I actually believe that you would do that because you've thought it through to the point where you know exactly what you want to do.
That's usually my default threat is to headbutt someone in the mouth. Like it's got to be a jarring thing to have happen to you.
Kavi finds a way to remind us that he has an AF-15 here. So congratulations again, Kavi, on having that, buddy. Okay, so you lead this next one. Let's see your number 3.
All right. Hey, we'll just go with a more recent book that I just got back, but I'm super pumped about it. It's my ASM 361, First Carnage. Love the custom label. Wish it was getting that New York City one that Kavi's getting at the con here in a little bit, but still cool enough either way. And yeah, man, there's something real satisfying about a book that you submit to CGC and it comes back at a 9.8.
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
Don't I know it?
You've gotten a couple.
That happens to me all the time.
And then, even still, you look on eBay and there's a lot of books that come back with this really bad spine roll. Oops. And you can see the back advertisement bleeding out into the front of the book. And mine did not have that at all, and it still comes back at a 9.8, which is weird to me. But yeah, this one is it's superb. So
everything about that book is just about perfect. It's got the cool new label. It's a 9.8. No bleed through. That's so cool.
Yeah. You
just need to get a signature on that puppy.
Dude, oh my God, people are telling me not to because of the. I think I'm going to pass on it. I think I'm going to just count this as a win. Got it in a 9.8. JP was messing with me. So JP.
Oh, he's here, by the way.
Hey, JP. So JP, he submitted one at Planet Comic Con, which is a convention I forgot to bring this to. And Burke Nasty, hashtag Stay Nasty, he brought one as well. And they both got it signed by Mark Bagley. I forgot mine. JP, I think his came back at a 9.6. I'd rather have a 9.8 not signed of this book than so. Boom. And then Burke Nasty got his back. And damn it, I'm telling you, I've seen a 9.2 in my life. That book is a 9.2. And it came back as a 9.8.
What?
It's got this giant crease in it, man. You could tell that the dude that did it that day was freaking hungover or high or something. Or, he had maybe he left a $20 bill inside the book. Oh, should we try that?
Just slip in a little cash and as a bookmark.
A 9.8, like a Post-it note with a 9.8, please, $20 cash. Dude, I think I'm onto something.
Is that what I've been doing wrong?
Dude, I think I'm gonna just do it for my next fucking. I'm not kidding you. I'm gonna do it.
I just thought the fact that I was already paying them would be enough, but
no, because you're just paying them for the service. Now that 20 is meant for the grader. That's like a little tip. You're like a little how you doing?
Problem is, how's it going to get to the grader? Someone's going to steal it before it gets to the grader.
Hey, whatever. I'm gonna try it. I don't care.
JP asked us a little earlier how much did he miss. We are in round 3. I've shown 2 books, and George has shown 3.
Oh, hold on. And JP, the title may sound like we're measuring dicks for the video, but what we're actually doing is showing our top 5 favorite books in our collection. So,
now we are at the end of the video.
Yeah.
We could do that off air, but
no, do it live. It's the way it should be.
Okay, so Kavi throwing some wisdom out in the chat. He says the person that opens it, ... doesn't grade it. Different department. And he says exactly, Bear. So we're going to keep that up for a while because it's a nice thing to say to me. So
and that could like just pertain to like anything you say in the future. You could just point down to the exactly Bear. And
that's right.
Yeah.
And if at any time I need to go back and get a screen grab of that, I can. So, God, what a world we live in these days, you know?
Yeah, dude.
All right, my third one, ASM 50. I love the Kingpin as a villain. He's one of my very favorite villains. This, of course, is his first appearance.
Oh, wait, go bigger. Make it bigger, Daddy.
Oh, boy. That's the last time you're going to call me Daddy in this stream. Understood?
Gotcha, Daddy.
I prefer Papi. Papi. Okay, so first appearance of Kingpin. What was I talking about?
I don't know, man.
Okay, so this was my first big win in one of those online things that we do. This was on Facebook. God, what a great cover! It's a classic cover. It's been redone so many times, or what do they call it?
A homage cover. Yeah.
So yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 50. I'm actually working on a review of this book, showing you what's inside it. And thank you, Marvel app, for making that possible. I love having the Marvel app. Whenever I get a big key, like I said, I go through and I read it just so I know what's in there. And the way they introduce Kingpin is so cool. Like, they have him in one panel. The first time you see him, he's just like looking out a window so you don't see his face. And he's just like coming up with sinister plans in this big, white coat that he classically wears. And there's just a lot of his henchmen are around him, like clearly afraid of him. So it's just the perfect way to introduce the Kingpin. There's a lot of great stuff in this book. So I'm gonna work on a review of that and hopefully get it out sometime soon. I haven't put out a video in a long time, guys. I'm sorry about that, but
dude, you need to do more of those, man. All your videos are a must watch for me. And you didn't have like a early, like, hey, I'm new to this, like my shit sucks vibe. Like, you started off good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I tried to wait until I definitely recorded a couple attempts, and I was like, this is bad. I need to get better on camera before I put out my first video. So there were some practice runs, but I appreciate you saying that. It's not something I've ever been comfortable with, and this was way out of my comfort zone. I feel obviously I'm okay with it now, and I love being part of the community, so I will keep doing it. I don't know why I'm talking about myself still. So, which round 3 is over with now? Is that right?
Probably.
Okay. How's your cat doing? Just hanging out?
He went upstairs. I wasn't paying attention to him, and he got bored.
All right, let's check the chat, shall we? GP's Budget Collecting says, definitely a Spidey Grail for me. I think Kavi was referring to ASM 50. He says, I want a raw copy I can get graded myself. Oh, yes. He's putting some pressure on me to enter his contest. I knew that would be coming, and I hereby promise I'm entering that contest. I have located my loose change, and it's actually pretty cool. The bank that it's in right now, it's like a trinket kind of sci-fi type of piggy bank, which I think you guys will like. JP's Budget Collecting, I don't quite understand. He says, I'm still in that I'm new to this vibe. He puts out way more videos than me, so you should be way more comfortable than that, and you do such a good job. What were you saying there, George?
Please highlight my comment in the chat.
The one with the dollar amount?
Yep. There we go.
Okay. You want to explain why?
Comic Books NYC knows why. That's all that matters. That's how much change is in the bag.
So is that your official guess?
Yeah. No, I don't guess. I counted it up while he was holding the bag. It's $84.33.
I think it's way higher than that personally. Kavi's a high roller. He's not keeping nickels and pennies around. Okay, like he probably just tosses those to people on the street as he's strolling home from Midtown. You know.
We'll see what happens.
I think most of that's quarters, and you might even have some $50 in there. I'm just saying.
He's gonna have to have a like actual cash in there for it to be more than that. We'll see what happens.
Bake the Snake.
Hey,
he said, "What up, players?" Man, the Friday Night Legend himself, tough defeat last week. I watched it while I was in England. Couldn't believe what I was seeing, quite frankly. But he'll be back. We know he'll be back strong. He's asking if there were any $50 in there. There's only one way to find out. We're just gonna have to wait, I think, till this thing happens. All right, let's show a comic book. I think it's my turn again.
Probably.
All right, you guys probably know the story behind this little lady here. George, do you want to guess why this comic is important to me?
Yeah, no, that was you bought like 800 of the that Spider-Man booth mystery boxes because it was like a rage-filled like I gotta outdo Dee Runk attempt. I gave you a little shade on your 9.6 Batgirl 120 whatever, and you had to one up me on that one, and you one upped the fuck out of me with that book.
Okay, so but what we've learned just now is that you don't even know the number of that Batgirl 23 that you have in a 9.8.
Yeah.
So I don't think you deserve it.
Then I'll just send it to you. Not a problem.
Cool.
Hey, full screen that, man. That is such a big book.
It is. From the moment I started collecting again, I dreamed of having this book, and I didn't think I would for a long time. First Barbara Gordon Batgirl. This is also an interesting read. I won't say it's nearly as good of a story as the ASM 50 is because, as is detailed in the notes, Killer Moth appearance.
Oh,
everyone dreams of a book with that villain in it. So Batgirl's first battle is against Killer Moth, which is one of the most comical, I would say unintended comical villains in the Rogues Gallery of Gotham. He basically just likes money a lot and tries to shake down rich people. So they have to stop him. Detective Comics 359, first appearance of Batgirl. Grand prize in that Spider-Man booth. I don't mean to rub it in because I know you've had some bad luck lately with them.
Hey, dude, but you know what though? Like there was a part of me for a while there that thought that that Spider-Man booth was rigged a little bit.
Me too.
And when I saw you win it, like it actually ruined my life a little bit because I started buying boxes thinking like, oh, I could win too. And like technically I can win, but it was it was good to see you win that one. It made me it legitimized them for me.
See, people don't realize that you can be happy for me as long as it makes you believe in something.
Yeah.
People think we're these mortal enemies, and we're just regular enemies. So
yeah, that chat a lot on. Hey, 90 motherfucking comics. What is up, dude?
In case anyone forgot, YouTube is 90. So yeah, he's here. We are gathering steam. We got 9 people watching. Allegedly, we're 35 minutes in. That's not bad. We're not rambling too much, are we?
Probably, but whatever.
Let me show off the date stamp on the back of this.
Woo!
Let me see if we can get it. Is that
full screen would help with that one?
Man, you are just there for me when I need you.
Oh,
November 28th, 1966.
Yeah, dude. And look right below that. There's a coupon there that says "cut out this coupon."
And thank you for not doing that, person who won this first.
Yeah, dude. Like, how many of those copies of this book don't have that coupon in it?
Is this any way to get a model motoring racing set for Christmas? You bet it is.
God.
Because you got to get one somehow. All right,
dude.
That's enough on that. I will point out, however, you said it was a rage-fueled attempt to one-up you. That is actually not true. It was an alcohol-fueled attempt to win a book that I wanted. So,
dude, it was one of my favorite videos that I've ever watched on YouTube, and the way you baited me into watching the premiere of it, like, it was amazing. Like I saw the whole video and I was like, damn, that's amazing. And then like it looked like the video ended, and then like boom, you just like teabagged the shit out of me, and it was a hell of a video.
That was definitely my intent, was to teabag you, sir.
Yes, and
glad to know I accomplished that. Your turn, buddy.
All right.
I waited till you were taking a drink, and then I was like, your turn, go.
Yeah, no, dude, you know, one of my favorite characters is Scarlet Spider, and Web of Spider-Man 118 is the first Scarlet Spider book, and 9.8 white pages. And I don't know, it's just my
yeah, you were supposed to ask me why I think that's important to you.
Yeah, why is this important to me?
I was thinking it was because you love his style, the way he wears that. Is it a sweatshirt with the arms cut off?
It is. The original one was, he found it like in a clothing store, and it was a full sleeve hoodie.
Okay, now and that is how you wear yours as well. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, no, I cut all the sleeves off my hoodies, obviously.
Just to be like him, or just because that's what you like?
A little bit of both. And
okay.
Dude, and then I can't reach whatever. Like I just bought the action figure for this that comes with the second print of this book, and there are no CGC 9/8 of that book in existence. And I'm gonna open up the figure and submit it, and I'm gonna keep going until I get a 9/8.
Wait, I'm confused now. There's an action figure you're going to.
All right, I'll get up and get the.
Or you're going to submit the book that the action figure comes with. Let's check the chat. Comic Books NYC says a Ben Riley Let's Collect episode is coming soon. Looking forward to that. There's some controversy about wrenches going on. I wish I even knew how to do that right now.
So yeah, the Scarlet Spider action figure here, which is
sweet. That's so cool.
Yeah, full screen.
Let me full screen you there.
Yeah, so first of all, notice the hoodie is actually made out of cloth, which is really cool. And
so that looks like a midriff cutoff hoodie as well.
Yeah, good thing he's wearing some underneath stuff there. But and then in the back of it, there is a print, second printing of that book. And it's so it's the only other version of that book that I know of, and there are none in the registry at a 9.8. There's like 2 at a 9.4, and I'm gonna pop this sucker open and submit that book, and I'm gonna do a pressing on it, and hopefully I get that 9.8, and if I don't, I'll just buy another one, and then I'll keep going until I have a 9.8 of that second print.
See, that's a can't miss future video for people to look out for on your channel, because either way, you're going to be real emotional in that video. If you don't get what you wanted, what you've been dreaming of,
yeah,
I think there might be actual legit tears.
It's possible.
If you do, I think there might be legit tears too, because of your love of Ben Riley and his cutoff sweatshirts.
Oh, and it's got another amazing advertisement on the back. You get the Maximum Carnage video game, which, you know, that's just cool to have on the back of a Spider-Man book. So
that is pretty cool. It's consistency with the universe, you know.
And he fights Venom in his first solo story. He fights Venom, which is cool.
That's not a bad start to get off. You know,
I would not want to fight Venom in my first solo run. Like, You know, like I'd want to warm up with Mothman or something like that.
You mean Killer Moth?
Yeah, Killer Moth.
That's one way to look at it. The other way would be you get to prove yourself right off the bat. So, all right. So that was your number 2 out of your top 5 books.
Yes.
Show us your number 1.
Whoa, what about you?
I only have one left.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, it's my turn.
And we're doing the snake system here.
Yep. So my number 1 is Uncanny X-Men number 266.
Wow.
First Gambit. This is another book that, you know, the sentimental value of, you know, it was in my collection and I submitted it and it came back at a 9.8. And not that I was like terribly surprised, but, you know, there's this, when I submitted this one, I wasn't as, I didn't have the eye for it that I may have now.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I just was so pumped. Like, and I waited so long for this one to come back from CGC. And when it finally came back, man, and this, unfortunately, out of all the ones that I showed, has the weakest ad. It's got a game called Snake's Revenge and some other crap from Konami on the back. Terrorists go nuke and alien master military. I don't know, but the front of it, where it's all about Gambit.
And you want to know what one of my favorite things about this book is? And I'll just show you on mine because I have one too. Yeah. It's a 9.6. I know JP will love that. I love that it says right there, I'll use my other hand, enter the mutant called Gambit. Now, I know that there is some debate over what Gambit's first appearance is. If you ask me, that kind of settles it. They might as well just put first appearance on here, but enter the mutant called Gambit.
So JP said he was surprised that it's not my sketch cover. I kind of disqualified that book because I show that book in like every opportunity that I get, and I thought it would be a little anticlimactic to feature that in this video. So, you know, it's one of my favorites, but I decided to leave that one off.
So you're trying to be all hipster about it. And like,
yeah.
Not realizing that this is a historical document, this video.
Correct.
Like, this is binding. Like, these are your favorite 5 books.
Yep. And in my if my house started burning down right now, I would I'd grab my cat and I'd grab 6 comic books. And that 6th comic book would be my my Dan Jurgens sketchbook. I'd leave Batman 181 behind to burn.
Wow. That's truly shocking to me. One more thing I want to show real quick on mine. Do not, folks, if you're not sure that you have a really good gold pen, that's a Jim Lee autograph in here somewhere. I don't know if you guys can even tell.
Oh, wow.
That is signed by Jim Lee, and it is so weak, and it is so bad because I thought it would be cool to get it in gold. So sometimes don't get cute. Just, you know, get your autographs in black unless you're totally sure that you have the world's best gold ink pen. Okay, we have one book left. It is mine. It is my baby. I don't think I've ever showed this book off. This is my first Ra's al Ghul.
Ooh.
Batman 232.
Full screen.
Yes, sir. And here we go. I bought this off of eBay. It was an 8.5. I took it to Neil Adams at Motor City Comic Con. He signed it. He made some snarky remarks to me about how great he is. And that's fine because that's what I wanted in meeting Neil Adams. Like, that's what you want. You want him to, like, if you can get him to insult you in some way, all the better, because that's Neil Adams. I made some compliment to him, and he was like, well, of course. I'm like, okay, Neil. Anyway, I love this this cover. I think it's the coolest green cover in existence. I love that it's his first appearance and he's on the cover, Ra's al Ghul. But he's sort of in the background, so like it doesn't tell you everything you want to know. You don't know what colors he's dressing in, etc. What color his hair is. You got to open the book to find out. And the story in here is awesome. It's funny. There's a lot that happens. There's these parts where Ra's al Ghul's bodyguard keeps getting pissed off at Batman because he's walking through doors before Ra's, and that's a show of disrespect, and he keeps threatening to do violence against Batman if he doesn't let Ra's walk through the door first.
They featured that in the Batman animated series as well, which is...
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He kept calling him infidel every time he tried to walk in front of him.
God, Batman the animated series was just amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The little stuff that they put in there. So yeah, when I decide Robin must die, he dies. And there's a Talia cameo in here too. We meet Talia al Ghul, but it's super, super brief, and I wouldn't really count it. You just get to see her and realize that Batman's gonna have the hots for her coming up in the next book, which is in Detective Comics.
They make a baby together eventually.
A real baby.
Yeah.
Still alive to this day, I believe.
Yeah, he died and then came back, but yeah.
Well, because Lazarus pits and such, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this was after I submitted to CGC, with Neil's signature, and I said, yeah, do the pressing and cleaning, and I'll cross my fingers, and it came back as a 9. So I feel like that's a good investment. I don't make a lot of good investments. I buy some stuff that's not great investments. It's just for me. But this one, if I ever have to sell it, I think I came out on top. Although I don't think I ever will, because I love my Batman stuff. I love Ra's al Ghul. I was thinking about trying to get Denny O'Neil on this as well, because, listen, I know a lot of people are like, don't get signatures, that's dumb. I don't care. I love my signatures. My books feel naked without them. And I just have a ton of respect for Denny O'Neil. But every single person I asked whether I should do that, they're like, are you crazy? You got that thing to come back at a 9.0. Don't mess with it. Do not ever crack that book. So I won't. I'll get Denny to sign something else. I think he's going to be at Baltimore. So,
hey, get Denny O'Neil to sign that book.
This one?
Yes. What's the worst that can happen? It's going to come back at an 8.5, and now it's double signed. Like, dude,
that's what I was thinking.
Do it. Just fucking do it, man.
That's what I said.
Hey, I'm on both shoulders right now, whispering into your ears, saying, "Do it, do it."
That's what makes you you. You're just you're the angel and the devil all at once.
Absolutely. Tell you what, I'll commit right now. All right, if you commit to getting that one signed at Baltimore, I will get my ASM 361 cracked and signed by Mark Bagley at GalaxyCon in November.
Oh man, okay.
We'll just pinky swear right now on YouTube. We're gonna fucking do it.
God, I wasn't even thinking about this. This is like my biggest book that I have.
Yeah. Hey, but here's the deal. I'm not making you do it. Like, I'm not even gonna call you chicken. Like, I'm just saying, like we can take this step together. George and Bear, we're going to do this together, showing you a solid 5 right now. We can crack our books and get them signed. It's okay.
Okay. You know what? I'm in. I'm going to do it. And here's why. Here's why I just justified it in my head. A 9 is probably a 9, right? Like, yeah, one more tiny little defect probably isn't going to drop it down to an 8.5 the way if it was a 9.8, one little thing could drop it down.
Yep.
So I think I feel safer with this. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's both be victorious in this venture. We have several witnesses. Sam I Am. Z Collects is in the house. What's up, Z? Bake the Snake, JP, all these people are witnesses to the pact that we just made. would we do this if we were enemies? No.
Yeah, no, we're jumping off this train together, man. We're doing it.
Should we try to do the?
Oh,
Oh, for once, I'm the one. No, you got to put yours into my picture.
My finger's slimy now. Yeah, it's slimy now. That's weird.
Was it legal what we just did on YouTube?
No, it is not. We just cross streams. It's not good.
Okay, so for the 11 people watching, we're gonna do this again. I think this went all right, right?
Yeah, no, dude, I had a hell of a good time.
We're gonna do this again, but obviously we're not gonna show off our top 5 books because we just did that. We're gonna show off our bottom 5 books in the next one. No date scheduled just yet. I know next Monday I have a commitment.
I have the bottom 5 right here.
Wow. I'll do a little tease. One of mine has to do with Santa Claus.
Ooh.
Yeah. Santa Claus doing something you might not imagine he would ever do. And these don't have to be books that we hate. They can just be books that are kind of weird that we're not sure why are in our collection. Or that we gave into some sort of FOMO and purchased against a lot of wisdom. Things that JP's budget collecting might be ashamed of us for having because we don't really need it. Something like that. But I don't know how much explanation we're really going to give because it might be more fun to just let people at home draw their own conclusions. Are you still awake there, George? You look like you're sleeping. Okay.
No, I'm awake. I'm responding to people on my phone. I guess I shouldn't do that. Okay. Bad manners.
You're like a modern teenager or adult.
Hey, look at this badass wallpaper I got on my phone.
That's super cool. You got a phone just like my mom. One of them non-Apples.
I took so much time to trim off the background on that. Like I spent a ridiculous amount of time. So yeah, I'm proud of that.
You know what? I would make fun of you for that, but I've totally done the same thing to try to get a wallpaper look perfect. So I'd be a total hypocrite. You know, the things we do for our nerdery and our love of this weird hobby that we have. For instance, while I was in England, my brother and I went way out of our way in the giant behemoth of a city that is London, by the way, freaking huge, just to go visit because I had to go see Forbidden Planet, the comic book store there. Not real impressive. It's large. There are a lot of people, running around in there, but nothing really. There's not like that small comic shop charm, and it's sort of just in the middle of London as a come get some pop culture stuff and T-shirts and Funko Pops and stuff, and the comics seem really secondary. But I did the obligatory. Took my picture next to the sign, that type of thing. But the things we do for this hobby, it was at least an hour of public transportation back and forth. By the way, the public transportation in England is not made for people the size of you or I. Very, very cramped. It's not for fat guys like me, that's for sure. And there's very little ventilation in the underground.
Nobody. I bet you it smelled fantastic then.
It actually didn't. The bad smell was on the plane on the way back.
Oh,
somebody farted at least 6 times on my 8-hour flight back to Detroit.
Or they shit just once.
Well, I think there would have been more of a consistent.
Okay.
It was either the guy next to me who was like my age, or it may have been the kindly old lady right in front of me on the plane. But somebody was just with impunity, just letting them go. So whoever was doing it, I ain't mad at you. We all want to be comfortable on the plane. And, it was only a temporary inconvenience for the rest of us. So, yeah, that's So now everyone thinks my London adventure was all about farts and a bad trip to the comic book store. So
there you go.
Yep.
I like Kavi's comment. This is going weird places at the end.
Well, I mean, we're at the point where we're done and we don't know what to do. So we're doing our, what's this, a Midwestern goodbye, right?
Yeah, we're both Midwest, aren't we?
Yeah, totally.
There you go.
Oh, are you kidding me? Detroit and the general state of Minnesota?
Yeah.
Are you near
I
the
reside in Shakopee, which is a suburb, a southwest suburb of Minneapolis.
Shakopee, that's what happens when you whiz on an electric fence.
I live like a block away from a woman's prison.
Cool.
Yeah, no, they were really proud, last year when they built the fence around it.
Sweet. I bet you feel a lot safer.
Oh, it made the elementary school across the street feel really good.
Yes, and now the prisoners don't have to worry about Dee Runk breaking in either.
Yeah, no, that it was about keeping me out, not keeping them in.
Okay, so Kavi's dropping some real subtle hints here. Time for me to eat dinner, maybe. He's trying to sneak out the back door here of this live stream. I don't know what JP's talking about, but he says those are the best parts. Maybe he's enjoying this part. Regardless, Stephanie needs feeding, so I just realized I haven't fed her since breakfast. So I should probably get going myself. Do you have to say your catchphrase at the end here, George?
No, it's only on my channel that I have to do that.
Okay, but this is going to go up on your channel. I want to remind you. Aren't you recording this to post on your channel as well?
No, only when I'm unboxing something.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Cool. So this is just its own thing. This is...
Yeah, no, this is all on your channel.
How are there still 8 people watching? Okay. We are going to say thank you so much. Zeke Collects, I'm sorry you got here so late in the game, but I hope you enjoyed at least a couple of the books that we showed. Thank you for joining us. Kavi, JP, Bake the Snake, Sam I Am.
90 MF. You had Rod the Rican.
Oh, yeah, 92. We did. Rod saw where this was going, and I think he got out while the getting was good.
No, he just wanted to sit back and listen and watch. He didn't want to have to be an active participant.
After he threw his coconut at us, he's it was a hit and run. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching us indulge ourselves and show off our favorite comics. That's gonna be it. Talk to you guys later. I'm hitting end broadcast. Yes, I do want to.